G'day, I'm Andrew Lovett, and today's topic for Australians is setting up business in the United States of America. Undoubtedly, the United States has got a very large and usually wealthy market, so it's a great destination to sell services, products, goods. Very, very attractive market. That's diminished a little bit with the talk of increased tariffs and protections, but Australia has been largely unaffected in its exports to the USA. From a supply side, in comparison to Australia, the United States is actually fairly inexpensive, and there's good deals to be struck throughout such a large supply side arrangement. Of course, there's very sophisticated logistics, and cartage is quite inexpensive compared to Australia. And of course, the United States is home to the world's best technology. From a legal and regulatory perspective, of course, the United States has the reputation of being very litigious. You can easily end up in lawsuits. A company in quite a lot of the states can be set up where there's no resident director, and indeed in some states the beneficial owners of the company are not public, so it can mask who the owners of the company are, apart from regulatory authorities. The United States has got quite restrictive immigration rules, and if you've ever gone through the airport at Los Angeles, you'll know that it's very tough to get into the United States without the necessary visa requirements. From a tax perspective, there's a low corporate headline rate of tax at 21%, the Trump tax cuts from a year or so ago. But there's quite complex state, territory, county, city taxes that add on to that. So for somewhere like California or New York, the taxation regime is indeed actually worse than Australia. The United States has a thing called the check the box election, which provides pass-through taxation for any type of entity at a federal level, quite different to anything that's available in Australia. For an Australian wanting to set up business there, you need to think about the Australian company residency rules and the Australian foreign hybrid and controlled foreign company rules. There's some fairly stringent requirements, and given a fairly unusual double tax agreement, there is a risk that you could fall into double taxation if you don't structure carefully. The United States has got estate taxes and gift taxes. They're taxes that we haven't seen in Australia for decades. So it is a more complicated tax system, and the taxation language is very different. That's another tax insight from Lovett's, and if you'd like more information, go to our website or give us a call.